Achieva was founded in 1951 by families of children with intellectual disabilities. At that time, these children weren't given the opportunity to attend school or participate in their community. Instead, parents were advised to put their children in state institutions. Many families dismissed this advice and kept their children at home as members of their families. Those families came together and urged school districts, community leaders, and lawmakers to provide children and adults with disabilities with the proper support services needed to thrive within their communities. Today, we continue that mission through advocacy and programming for people with disabilities and their families. Achieva is engaged in a strategic visioning process to develop short and long-term objectives. These include expanding support services to provide more options in employment and community living services for people with disabilities. Achieva advocates for people with disabilities and works to persuade the state to dedicate more funding to meet their basic needs. During our 60-year history, Achieva has always gone above and beyond. At Achieva, we've spearheaded initiatives on state and national levels. For example, we were the first organization in the U.S. appointed to manage special needs trusts for individuals with disabilities and their families. Achieva has always maintained an active relationship with state and federal legislators to advocate on behalf of the people we serve. Achieva is an effective organization for three key reasons. First, we attract trustees who are corporate leaders within the financial, legal, and business communities. We also attract passionate family advocates who keep Achieva true to our mission of providing excellent support services for people with disabilities and their families. Second, we recruit top management staff to create innovative services and supports. Third, we engage in strategic planning on a continual basis to keep up with the constant changes of the human services field while providing the best quality of life for everyone we serve. We send satisfaction surveys to the people we serve. We pride ourselves on customer satisfaction, with our surveys showing that a large majority of customers are highly satisfied with their experience. We have a strategic plan with metrics assigned to each objective, and our progress is tracked across the agency. Achieva strives to maintain high-quality care by retaining our staff. Achieva is recognized nationally for providing lifespan family supports. We're there for a family from the moment they learn their loved one has a disability. From parents who need emotional support, to young adults who transition from school to adulthood, to aging parents still caring for an adult child with a disability. Achieva is there no matter the circumstances. Achieva helped create special education in Pennsylvania, and we remain in the forefront of issues pertaining to individuals with disabilities. We also established a conductive education program, which educates parents in methods to improve their child's mobility. We also created the Parenting Education Program, which provides parents with disabilities with the supportive services they need to care for their children and to keep their families intact. This program has been replicated internationally. Achieva is leading an initiative to provide more person-centered community living supports by blending government and family resources. This is an option that hasn't been available to many families until now. During the past few years, there have been radical changes in Pennsylvania's reimbursement methods for services for people with intellectual disabilities. To address these changes, we studied our cost structures to make them more efficient. This included staff scheduling, the installation of a GPS system in all agency vehicles to track mileage. We negotiate utility rates and health care contracts, and ensure that customers utilize their government funding efficiently. Additional resources would help us support more families, create more innovative services and programs, and increase advocacy staff to protect the rights of people with disabilities. Currently, we're one of the only organizations in the greater Pittsburgh area to offer free advocacy support. Unfortunately, this is not a government reimbursable service. Instead, we've always relied on private donors. Additional resources would help us support more individual families while continuing our work on systematic state and federal issues like budget cuts, waiting lists, employment of people with disabilities, and long-term care issues. Achieva could engage in greening our properties. We would emerge as a leader in sustainable building and a model to other nonprofits looking to lower operating costs by improving energy efficiency. Currently, we operate more than 100 properties that range in size from community homes to manufacturing facilities. The cost-saving opportunity resulting from an investment in sustainability would enable us to redirect savings into services for children and adults with disabilities who are currently waiting for much-needed services.